Okay, so we're here with Marie, and Marie just finished doing all kinds of stuff. We've got pictures of broccolis and checkbook covers and fish, and we did all our questionnaires, and so we're about 2.5 hours into this. And so, Marie, the last time we saw you, you were just getting ready to do all your work. So now you've discovered some things. So tell us what you learned today, and maybe why that was important to you. What did you discover after doing, let's say, your sleep, food, and exercise diaries?
Well, what I discovered is I always thought that, oh, I don't like sweets because I'm not a sweet type person. I don't eat cakes. I don't drink pop. But I didn't realize how much sugar I take in at every single meal.
And tell me, every dinner you had what?
Wine.
How much?
2 to 3 glasses of wine.
And for breakfast, you would start off pretty much each day with what?
Coffee and diet soda.
Coffee and diet soda, and then...
in my coffee I had creamer.
Okay. And then your lunch usually was, and dinner?
My lunches and dinner usually were pastas, lots of pastas. If I even ate dinner, I preferred not to. I'd drink my 2 glasses of wine instead, and I thought it's healthy not eating after 6 anyway. So.
And how have you really been feeling? Noticing, what did you really notice seeing this for 7 days and then comparing that to you feel?
I noticed that although I get 9 to 10 hours sleep a night, I wake up tired. I didn't realize until I saw the pattern. I'm always tired. It takes me a half hour to an hour to even get going in the morning, and that's after my caffeine kicks in. And then about 10 o'clock, I need a nap.
What did you learn about your metabolic type today?
What
type?
How important it is. I'm a carb.
So what does that mean? Do you want to show what you've done today with your plates, or?
Yeah, carb type person functions better on certain types of carbs, not the types of carbs I believed were healthy for me, like the tortillas and the breads and the pastas. In fact, you're trying to introduce me to something I have not eaten, and that's vegetables and fruit. I just don't consider that carb, and it's nothing that I really wanted. I always crave really, really salty foods. And so the carbs are food with no eyes, which I rarely get, but I am going to start getting them. I also realized I need to add more protein in my diet, as well as some healthy oils and fats, not my roasted, smoked almonds for fat, a half a cup.
Right. We had a little snack here today that you've never had. You want to grab and show everybody what you had for a little snack today?
Had 18 rabbits, pecan, almond, and maple. And
is that a granola? Yeah.
It's a granola, and it had some hemp milk, and which is really funny because you gave me some because I was getting tired. I'd been out in the field on the construction site, so I was getting really tired. And now, at this time, I would usually drink a caffeinated soda so that I could feel. I feel just as energetic eating these. Oh, and I had a little bit of this Perfect Foods bar, which I'm surprised it was good.
And that had some spinach in it, some dulce, and all kinds of other interesting things in it.
Bell peppers, rose hips, things that I'd never even known you could eat, like rose hips. But I have energy.
Good. This is awesome. Did you get a list of foods that actually worked for your DNA as a Hispanic female? Some foods that worked and some that didn't. Tell me which foods that you looked at and all of a sudden said, wow, I eat this, I don't eat that.
Well, for my type, a lot of the legumes were okay, which was great because I thought, don't take away my beans. I love my beans. There are a lot of things that I am allowed to eat, but I never thought of eating because I was in a rut. In 10 days of doing my food diary, I kept seeing the same foods at least 10 days, I had the same meals at least 3 to 4 times in that 10 days. So I was in a rut. I'm looking at the types of salads I can eat, the type of proteins, which are food with eyes, and it's not really bad. I just gotta do it.
Exactly. So the more we did this little plate exercise, because Maria, if you'll show the camera, I had you make your own snacks, and I had you make your own dinners, lunches, breakfasts, and so a little mini meal, or considered a snack. Show us one of your little mini meals that you made up over here. What did you pick out for foods for yourself there?
One of my snacks that I picked out was celery. Once again, I rarely eat vegetables.
Okay.
But I like celery. I just never eat it.
And what was your fat?
Almond butter.
And then what was your protein?
A hard-boiled egg.
Great. So these are all things that you can kind of prepare in the beginning of the week. You could probably make 6 hard or 10 hard-boiled eggs, and you could probably have a bunch of celery stalks. And
Oh, you bet.
again, this is wonderful.
Keep
So
almond
you
butter.
have all your little bit of
Have all those.
eyes. You have a little bit of wonderful.
Yep.
All right, you guys. Well, Marie's journey continues. This her assignment is to actually go out and give me about 2 or 3 more days of meal plans. She's going to do a little reading and about her metabolic type, and also about which foods work well for her. And we'll check back with her in about 7 days. So good job today, Marie.
Thanks, Ingo.
All right.